Afternoon all. We're over at the plot, and I think you better take a look at this. I haven't been over here for 4 weeks. We've had non-stop rain near enough for 4 weeks. This is so disheartening. Have a little look. The weeds have come back with a vengeance everywhere. Just 4 short weeks, they're everywhere. But I'll give you a quick little look round, show you what's growing apart from the weeds, and we'll start up the far end. Back in a bit. As you can see, still some things down there that I never actually got round to getting in, being overtaken by the weeds. A few squashes, some sunflowers, look like they've been eaten. But there is a bonus side, the peas. Now I did come over yesterday, have this quarter out, took them home, shelled them, and we got a really good batch. So what I think I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to pull the last 3 sections out, which is this one here and these 2 here. Now these have done really well, the purple podded ones. I'm going to have a little dig around in the other ones, see how well they've done, get them on a tray, and I'll show you what I've got. There you go, not a bad little pea harvest, if I do say so myself. Lots of the purple podded ones, which have been absolutely brilliant this year. I will be sowing these again next year. And in there we've got a mixture of Kelvedon Wonder, and the other one has sprung my mind for a minute. So that was 2 of the 4. Like I say, the other one of the purple pods I had out yesterday, and we got near enough 1.5 baskets, just out of a quarter of that. Now the 4th one I think I got to a little bit too late, but as you can see, they'll do for seeds for next year. Now it's been a bit of a bad year all round. As you can see, the only thing that seems to grow, sunflowers not doing too bad. The couple of cow I put down the back there, they've been eaten. Sweet corn in there, just don't seem to want to take off. Same with the runner beans. Runner beans, they're struggling. Everything seems to be struggling this year. This time last year we was desperate for water. This year we got too much. But hey ho, that's the joys of living in Britain. Down the bottom here we've got a row of leeks. They're in, they seem to be doing okay. Then we'll move on to the weed bed, which started out as an onion bed. Onions are still there, still see them in there, still growing away. Now I was contemplating trying to weed this, but on second thoughts I think I'll just leave it until the onions are ready to pick out, and then I'm going to hit 2 jobs at once. I can do the weeding and clearing and pick the onions. I don't hold out much hope that they're going to be big, but we'll see what we get from them. Moving down into here, we've got the spinach, which has all gone to seed. Again, it's all bolted. I may get a few leaves off of it, but I don't hold out much hope for that. But this sweet corn is really come on. It's shooting up really nice. It's getting big. We've got little tassels on the top now. We've got one little cob forming in there, which is always good. Always good. Over the back we've got blackberries, loads of flowers on them. I'm looking forward to picking them. And potatoes here. We had a couple of rows of little potatoes up yesterday. Very nice salad potatoes. So we'll see what we get out of them as well. Now moving down into the brassica bit. I should have taken these off a long time ago, but never ever did get round to it. But we've got one little cabbage in there that's forming. The slugs and snails have been prolific. They've just gone through everything. Moving along, a few more there that have been trapped. I'll take the thing off. If they grow, they grow. Some more in there. That needs to come off. But if we move into the main brassica cage, these are not bad at all. You can see in there we've got a nice green cabbage there. Red cabbages don't seem to be touched by slugs or pests at all for some strange reason. And there's a little bit of weeding in there, so that I could probably deal with. Get in there, give it a little hoe round, which I'll try and get done in the next couple of days. But the rest of it is all coming on lovely. Swing you around up here. In this bed here we've got some more spinach, the perpetual spinach. Again, I'm going to start picking the leaves on them any time now. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I think I'll grab some of them, take a bag of them home for my dinner. Now moving over to this side, we've got the rhubarb, which is doing very well indeed. Starting to get a bit windy. I think we might be in for a bit more rain. Yeah, the stems are quite nice. So we go. Now the outdoor tomatoes are starting to put on a bit of growth. I need to tie them off. So we've got a couple of flowers on there, a couple of little fruits on there. We've got giant cabbage down here, which has absolutely been demolished. But I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I may put a few little slug pellets around the outside of the cage just to try and deter them. And then we've got the artichokes over here. Go just there. Another one in there. Come up the back here. There we go. Now this artichoke plant has been here for about 4 or 5 years. It just does not want to give up. Every year it comes back and gives you lovely heads like that. There was some more onions in there. They're still there. They don't look too bad. They haven't gone to seed as yet. Not that I can see. I'll just swing you down into there. This is where I put all the carrots and parsnips. Carrots, waste of time here. Although we have got carrots indoors in the little vegetable bed that we have at home. And I'll show you that at some point. But the parsnips have come up, which is good, along with a nice weed. That's a nice picture of a weed, isn't it? 4 rows of parsnips. We'll see what we get from them. So yeah, overall, very bad news. For the hard work that I've put in and the state that I'm at now, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of very, very bad weather, lots of rain, and me not getting over for so many weeks. But it is one of them things. We will have some things to show. Excuse me. Like I say, I can't see any carrots in there, but until we start digging around in there, I really do not know what is in there. So there you go, just a quick little update of what's been going on over here. I just wish I could grow vegetables as good as I can weeds. Right, there you go. I'm going to pack up the peas, pop off home, and I'll just give you a quick look in the greenhouse and our little veggie patch. I'll see you in a bit. Well, what can I say? I had one attempt last night when I got back from the plot to give you a little tour of what was going on in the veggie plot and in the greenhouse. Yep, you guessed it. The heavens opened up. And I've had 2 attempts today to get out of here. And as you can see, the rain's come down again. I'm going to give it a little while, see if it dries up a little bit, or at least stop raining, and try again. The rain's gone for a little while at last, so I'll give you a quick look around the garden. There's the tomatoes in the garden, not doing too bad, not much different to what's going on over the plot. Haven't got any flowers yet. That one's looking a bit withdrawn. This one's looking rather healthy. Up the back here we've got some sweet pea. Look at the flower on that. That is absolutely lovely. We've got another one there blowing about in the wind. We've got some climbing French beans, I think they are, in between the sweet peas. Which when the sweet peas die off, they should be coming in to their own. Over in the corner, in the pot, we've got a nice little It Forgets Me. What we got? I think it's raspberry. I'll have to have a little look in my book. But this little corner's quite secluded, low down here from the wind. Like I say, no flowers yet on the tomatoes, but they're still only small. Pear tree's doing very well. Got lots of pears coming on. You can see them in there. We've had one pear drop already this year. We shouldn't get another one, but with all the wind, we may do. Anyway, this is the reason I'm not going to weed the onions in the allotment. Now, we had some weeds in this little section here. Now, this section here, along here, is what we made around 20 odd years ago when my boy was little, to try and get them into vegetables, gardening, and sort of trying to educate them on where food comes from. We didn't do a bad job. Most of my children eat vegetables. They're a little bit picky, but most of them eat a good variety of veg. Now, we had some bad weeds in here, not as bad as the plot, and I did some weeding, and this is what's happened. I think I've disturbed the roots a little bit. They've started to bend over, bottom of that one, but they're not that big, so I'm going to leave them in. I can keep an eye on them on a daily basis, see if they get any bigger, and if they don't and the leaves start turning yellow, then I'll have them up, dry them off. Got some little sunflowers. These are the teddy bear sunflowers over the back. 5 of those. We've got the big sunflower, which doesn't really want to do anything. A bit long and spindly. Now, with the carrots, oh, another couple of random sunflowers, obviously seeded from last year, decided to grow. We've got the carrots. Now the carrots are a little bit few and far between, but we'll get a few out of them. Again, parsnips, 2 rows of parsnips there. I think this one's true and tender, and I think we've got the gladiator in there. Down the bottom we've got, we've got some radishes, which are getting rather big now, so I think what we'll do, they're getting very big. We're gonna I think we'll have some of them for lunch tomorrow. Put them there. We've got the white radish in there. Not sure what's happening under there. As per all root vegetables, they're the mysterious kinds. You don't know what you're going to get until you pull them up. Another couple of big sunflowers, which are doing very well. Nice dark green leaves. Getting big and strong, nice and healthy. Down here we've got some French beans. Again, they've gone in. I think I may have put them in a little bit too early. I'll pop you in there. We've got a few little flowers coming on in there. Down the front here, a few pickling onions. Not too many. Probably about a week. I'll have them out. I like sowing the peas, which are getting very big now. We've got 1 flower at the moment, which is just in there. Take you round there slowly. They're the purple variety again. What a beautiful flower. So they're doing pretty well. Could do with a lot more flowers. Compost bin. That's what he did there. Let's get rid of them. Outdoor peppers. Now these were the extra ones that I had no room for in the greenhouse. So what I've done, I've put them in the pots, put them against the greenhouse, and when it gets hot in the greenhouse, the idea is that they get the heat from the glass and also from within the greenhouse. Well, that's my thinking anyway, but they seem to be doing it right at the moment. So, happy days. There's the runner beans that I put in at the same time as the ones on the allotment. Now, these, as you can see, we have got absolutely loads of flowers. They're everywhere. They're all the way up to the top where I need them to be. We've got one there that wants to disappear into the next door neighbours. We'll trim the top off of that. But yeah, nice dark green leaves. Little pansy in the old basket up there. That's the pansy. It's been there for 2 years now. It's the 2nd year that it's been there, it died back and regrew. So, which I'm quite amazed, because I thought they only lasted for one season. Now into the greenhouse. What a little jungle going on in here. Okay, cucumbers. Doing well. Little one there. Bigger little cucumber in there. See that? Just in there. Starting to grow up. Across the top of the greenhouse here. We've chopped the tomatoes off just below the level of where that's going to grow. Tomatoes all doing fine. Lots of flowers everywhere. All the suckers are off. The weird one that I told you about a couple of videos back, where we seem to have a flower just on the top, has started shooting again, and it's gone up. It's all the way up there now. Oh, there's me, all the suckers out. Look, that's another one. Let's have that out. A little look round there. These ones are doing what they need to do, which is go up here, down to the peppers. Peppers doing very well. We got flowers. If you can see that in there. Flowers on the peppers, which is good. More tomatoes in here. Nice little flowers. I need to get that cut down. I need to cut that one down as well. Oh, we've got flowers on there. So I may just trim that off there, and let that flower. We've got some tomatoes coming on in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a whole truss. Oh, looks like I might. So there you go. Quick look around the garden and in the greenhouse. One other thing, I found out last night that on the allotment, our communal area that we get rid of all our green waste on, the council's now stopped. We're not allowed to use it anymore. We now need to get rid of our own green waste. So I've decided to have a little rejig on the plot, which will involve building my own compost bins. But that's for another day. I'm going to need to source the materials to do so, but in a separate video I'm going to show you how we're going to put it all together and make it work with a bit of inspiration and a little bit of luck. See you soon.